What's going on, everybody? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. We're out here today. I want to show you what we've done with our booster pump a little bit differently as far as plumbing wise. So just follow along. I am going to close the box up after I turn it on here. Actually, well, I'll show you first. But so we've got our hose and everything, but I've got it plumbed up down here so I can do a couple different things. This is our inlet pressure line, or feed. Comes through here, and then this is what goes up into our tank. What I do is shut it off here so the water's not going into the tank. That would force feed from here into the booster, and you'll see water's going to start coming out there in just a second, assuming he's actually turned the water on. Yep, there we go. So it's decent flow. All right, now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to switch this so now it's actually coming from our 2-inch supply line. A little less PSI, but I can prime this just fine. And we've only got, I don't know, 150 gallons of water, maybe 125 there. But this allows me to be able to prime my booster, because all I really need is just a little bit of water flooding that area, because the booster is going to create suction in order for it to prime the machine. So I'm going to let that go out. The other nice thing is that instead of shutting this off to rinse and not filling up my tank and getting all that flow through it, I can literally just open it up and switch this right here. So this is going to my proportioner. This is going to my flush line, or force feeding it. So I can force feed it from there, which is giving me 17 gallons a minute, 100, you know, I don't know what the PSI is, but I can prime just fine from there and still be filling up this tank. So that way, if we're running the pressure washer and the booster off of this at the same time, we're still getting good flow, still getting, you know, everything's able to work just fine. So I'm going to tidy up a little bit more of this stuff, but you get the idea here. So and again, just gives me that flexibility there. And then we took care of a couple things so we can dismantle all of this, and then that obviously goes up through the bottom there, which has allowed it to get air. We'll keep this open once it's primed up. So I'll just show you now. We'll go ahead and flip that on. Taking that out of here. So right now, again, that is the force that booster is putting out, pulling from the water tank. And actually, let's show you. This is from the house pressure, guys. That's house pressure, and that's it pulling from that tank. I can get more flow out of my tank than I can from a house. All right, so we got that going on. We're gonna switch that over to suction. Now, we've got everything closed off right now because we had winterized it last night, so we're gonna switch back and forth to prime. So that's actually done a good job already. Woo, look at that soap. I'm gonna go ahead and get our bleach line primed up. That sucked right through it real quick. We're going great there. All right, we got our bleach. We'll switch that back. Let's see how much force we've got, guys. Massive flow. All right, I'm gonna switch our soap up. We're gonna do a little bit higher soap today. Wait till that bump comes through. All right, shut her off. I'll hook up the cam lock to it. See if I can manage to do that one-handed here. We don't usually have this draped through here, but just an easy way to put them together. So that's all set. We're going to turn this on, and also by priming right here, we've got everything ready to go. All I got to do is flip that switch on, and everything that's going through that blue hose, which I had blown out all the lines last night because of the cold temps, is going to be straight roof mix. We are going to go 50-50 on this roof here. We got a lot of moss and lichen and stuff on there. I want to clean it up quick. We'll wet down that bush there, but the rest of them are pretty much covered. So have a great day.